Welcome in, my beautiful friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Now, if this video found you today, it's because your soul has called it in. Perhaps there's been some guidance or clarity, some reassurance or signs that you have been asking for from Spirit. We're connecting for that reason. So this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It is also timeless. So whenever you are showing up here is when you're meant to be here. So let's go ahead, call in Spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear. So Spirit is removing blockages from your life right now. They are clearing the path because whatever it is you're asking for is coming in. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 blocked energy cards. So the first one is love life. There's a blockage that may have been interfering in your love life that is being removed. Okay, so your love life is somehow causing you to get sidetracked and off balance. So you can have it all. And the message here is seek a better balance between your work life and your love life. Take time to make yourself a priority and realize that you don't have to sacrifice your success just to have love. Okay, so that is the blockage that is being removed in your love life. And next we have all work, no play. Are you all work, no play? So the message here is workaholism can block creativity, dull talents, and spiritual inspiration. So get back into balance. It seems like balance is a key word here. So balance is being restored in your life as well as blockages being removed. So give your body and mind time to recuperate and you'll be much more effective. Self-care keeps you on top of your game and in the game. All right, so yeah, divine order and balance is being restored through the removal of these blockages. We're also getting rushing success. Are you rushing success? So rushing the process won't give you the kind of success that lasts. So learn to be patient. Divine timing is at play here. So stop trying to achieve overnight success and focus on steady progress. Your success will be easier to achieve because you'll function more effectively and make better choices. And I feel called to read this one more time. Stop trying to achieve overnight success and focus on steady progress. Your successes will be easier to achieve because you'll function more effectively and make better choices. All right, so let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. And some of you are going to resonate with the images of these cards. Okay, these are all signs that are coming through. So love life, all work, no play, and rushing success. If you have any kind of time constraints on an outcome, release them, is what Spirit is encouraging because it's getting in the way. So we are getting here Queen of Cups. This is you nurturing yourself. This is you listening to the signals that your body is communicating to you. No matter what is going on, you come first. Your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health all come first. So they want you to tend to yourself, make sure you're taking care of your wellness. There's a lot of growth coming into your life, a lot of blessings that Spirit wants to share with you, that they want to show you and have you experience. But with all of these in the way, you're not able to open up to it. And they also want you to be open and receptive as you're moving through your life's experience right now. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got an exploration and discovery in the experience you're having right now. So you're meant to go out and explore. There's something here that has been hidden in the depths of your soul that you're meant to recover, that you're meant to claim, that you're meant to reunite with. And it feels like a treasure, right? It's a seed that you planted a long time ago that maybe you haven't tended to. And it's now time for you to tend to it once again, fully commit to it, right? So that is the Queen of Pentacles. And we also have the Six of Cups. There's something here in the past that keeps getting in the way. What is this for you? There's something that you're holding on to that you're not letting go of. This feels like it's pain. It has to do with a connection, right? Maybe you're not able to let go of an old connection because it's still in your mind. And I feel your mind here is going to be very important because whatever this is, it sits there and it creates emotions of loss, of sadness, of all kinds of different emotions. I'm feeling a lot of things surfacing sometimes, and maybe there's certain things in your life that trigger these emotions to surface. So I feel it's time for you to release this energy, the power it has over you. Okay, so the Six of Cups here. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. And that's my favorite part, is when you all share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below, everyone. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's a beautiful experience that is unfolding for you. And there's something here that was hidden, something that, you know, you've kept within yourself. You don't talk about it. It's very subtle, but it's there. This might be tied to a love from your past, a connection that you had. This could have been romantic. This could have been, you know, family related. It was a connection that was very deep for you. This is why I'm getting family member and even like a love affair. And maybe you ran into this person recently, or you've been thinking about them. Something from the past is lingering forward here. And I feel forgiveness is going to be key, but also allowing yourself to heal from this, whatever this is. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. So yeah, the Queen of Cups, there's a little bit of a breeze, a storm here in the background. And this person is tending to their ship. They're tending to the energies within that ship, the things that are important for them. And, you know, I'm getting like a genie in a bottle. There's a wish that is coming to fruition. There's something that is unfolding that you have called in. And because you've called it in and it's unfolding, it's manifesting, there is change that is taking place. And I feel you're good within this change. It's almost like you've been waiting for this to happen, and now it's gradually starting to take shape. Now, some of you out there might be having a hard time moving through change. And what Spirit wants you to do is take care of your physical health, take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit as you're going through these changes. Make sure that, you know, you're getting enough sleep, eating healthy, drinking enough water as you're moving through this. Your body is always signaling, it is always communicating to you. So what happens is sometimes life happens and we're just, you know, on autopilot, unintentionally doing things, you know, saying things, experiencing things without being connected to ourselves, to our soul, to our body. And we, you know, dismiss things or don't realize that, oh my gosh, I've had this ache and pain for a long time. And it has manifested here in my shoulder because I've been stressing about something, and it's manifesting here as shoulder pain or rash. I'm getting a rash here as well. I'm getting also jewelry coming through. This is through the Queen of Pentacles. Some sort of jewelry or an item that you've been carrying that is tied or related to your past. And I feel it's time to let that go, maybe put it away, right? Because I feel the energy is attached to the past. And it's definitely something really strongly tied to the past that you're not letting go of. What is this for you? Share with us in the comment section below. It's time to now move forward and past whatever this is. It doesn't define you. It is something that you were meant to go through. It was meant to happen the way that it did in order for your soul to evolve. There's a lot that you learned from this experience. And I feel some of you are able to share with others you know, the experience you had and what you did to overcome it. Because I feel this is something that you've already overcome, right? The experience itself, but the emotions are still lingering. The experience itself hasn't faded from your memory. So you're thinking about it here and there, and it's maybe because you're talking about it. So I feel that you haven't fully disconnected from it. You haven't fully released it to let it go, because it's still lingering. It still does have somewhat power over you. This is not going to be for everyone. Not everyone's carrying things, but I feel there's a certain individual out there that is holding on to something from the past. It is time, my friends, to let this go. Whoever you are out there, it's time to let this go. Take care of yourself. Focus on what's ahead and your goals, your dreams, because Spirit is leading you towards them. They're removing blocks that no longer belong in your life. You know, maybe there was something that happened in a relationship, a connection for you. And, you know, perhaps you're beating yourself up because you feel that you could have said something different. You could have done something that was different than what you did. And, you know, you're just feeling a certain way about it. Let that go. Everything happened for a reason and a purpose. And you can always, you know, communicate and talk to the person and, you know, try to create peace with it. A lot of times there's situations in our lives where we can't do that. So write a letter to them, you know, and you don't have to ever send that letter. That's a really good way of releasing energies. And forgiveness here is going to be key as well. I feel forgiveness is key. That's coming in through the Six of Cups. This is the energy of love, right? The energy from the number 6. It's the frequency and light code number of love. So you want to stay within the energy of love, self-care, self-love, but also love towards others. Speaking kindly, speaking with compassion, having empathy, right? This kind of energy. You want to extrude that in your world. I hope I'm saying those words right. Exuberate it or exude it out of your body, right? You want to emit it. You want to broadcast that. And stay within peace. Right? They want you to create peace within yourself, even though you're moving through a storm right now. Whatever the storm is, like you can see outside the boat, there's a few waves here. It feels like it's not a big, thick storm. It's more of a light storm. And, you know, nothing's being knocked over. It's all still there on the ledge. So it's just something that you're passing through right now. It doesn't have to have power over you or define you in any way. And here with the Queen of Pentacles, you're discovering something within this experience. So whatever experience you're having, whether it's a good experience or a not so good one, you're meant to move through it because there's a discovery and an exploration that is happening there. So, you know, sometimes we face challenges and, you know, there's fear around them. There's, you know, this, you know, the fear of the unknown. What's going to happen to me if I did this thing or made that choice? Or I wonder, you know, had I done things differently, how it would be right now. Like this past thing keeps coming up here. What is this for you? What is it that you're thinking here, my friends? Let that go. Let that go, because there's something here that is that you planted that you're meant to pull out. Like it's come to fruition. Like it's come true. It's there for you to claim it. And you might miss this. It's not that you're going to miss it. It's there always. It's just you have to make the choice to retrieve it and carry it forward. And you know what happens here is we got double divine feminine energies coming through, immersing yourself within the experience and just flowing and surrendering to whatever it is that's happening rather than fighting against it. You know, being at peace within yourself, calming your nervous system as you're moving through this. And this is the seed that you're planting. This is a seed that is growing to its fullest potential, is you being able to move through your life experiences with peace in your heart, with love in your heart, and you shining that as you're walking through it, right? This is what I'm getting here. We've got mountains in the background. Perhaps there's mountains in the background for you. We've got a lot of birds. So I feel bird sightings are going to be very prominent. Like you're seeing a lot of birds around you. And here, this pentacle, I feel you're going to invest in something. Some of you are wanting to invest in yourself. You're wanting to do something that sits well with your heart. You're wanting to tend to your own garden. You want to focus on yourself. And maybe in the past you felt guilty. Maybe it's because someone told you that that's selfish, that you should be doing things for others and not yourself. Maybe this is something your parents told you, an ex-partner, right? This could have been someone else, a neighbor, or like a friend. And this doesn't necessarily have to be something bad, because I'm getting two different stories here, one of light, one of dark. Someone whose light was dimmed because of others, someone who was supported because of others, right? And I feel that whatever's happening here, you are meant to revisit some old desire, This is something that you've carried with you for years and years and years, even from when you were a child. I'm getting someone that may have started something with someone else. You know, what I'm getting here is a story where you had built this life together with someone, and all of a sudden something changed, and that's not the life that you're living. And perhaps you're going back to that story and reliving it in some way by replaying it in your mind, and had it gone differently. Right? You have an opportunity right now to actually create something different, something actually far better than this. There's an offering here from the universe for you to like immerse yourself in this new experience that you get to create yourself. You have the power to do that. You're highly creative, and you are someone that carries the energy of gold within yourself. You have that power within you. You have that light within you. And I feel it's time for you to claim it. It's time for you to shine it. You know, when you're in the presence of other people, they feel this feeling of comfort and healing around you. I feel you're a light worker. Some of you are already within your purpose, your calling, where you're healing, you're sharing love, you are guiding, you're teaching, you're inspiring, right? And this is something that you've always desired to do, and now you're doing it. You're able to share your story, and you're able to guide others through any kind of experiences they may be going through. You know, you could be a coach, a mentor. You might be, sharing through your creative expression, how to live your best life or stay within the energy of peace. This could be exercise. This could be through diet, something that you're sharing with others because it's worked for you. You've gone through it all. And, you know, the Six of Cups is, you know, the spotlight on your connections and your relationships. And there's one here definitely in your mind. Now, you know, for some of you, this doesn't necessarily have to be a past relationship. This could be something that you're thinking about that has to do with the future. Maybe you're wanting to find love. Perhaps you had it in the past and you haven't since. And, you know, maybe you've given up on love and you're like, why even bother? Because it's not out there. It's definitely out there. It's something that you desire. It's in your heart. It's in your mind, right? So, you know, when we visualize something or we desire something that someone else has, it means that it's something that we want and it's available for us. That's why we're seeing it, because it's available. And you're going to see this theme of love around you. Love within family connections, love within friendships, love within romantic partnerships. Like, you're going to see this energy of love, excitement, and joy around you. And Spirit wants you to know that it's there and available for you. You want to be open and receptive and invite it in, but also share that with others. There's this exchange that happens between us and the universe. And right now you have this opportunity to plant that seed. And, you know, I'm getting a seed that was planted a very long time ago that has fully grown and blossomed. And now you can retrieve it like a treasure, right? This is what I'm seeing here through the Queen of Pentacles. It's been locked away. And I'm getting the story of Cinderella coming through this Queen of Pentacles. So perhaps you've seen this theme or feel like you have been Cinderella somewhere in your life, where you've been doing for others and not really doing for yourself. And you're finally coming to this place where Spirit is really opening you up to something that has been in your mind for a very long time. This may be a vision, this may be a dream. And anything that is related to the past that is interfering with this is something that Spirit wants you to release and let go of. Just because a past experience didn't work out doesn't mean a future one won't, right? Not every experience with someone is the same as another, right? And we can't block ourselves off or close ourselves off to love just because you had a bad experience with someone else. So they want you to remain open here. You know, we are all living a different life experience. Each of us, you know, our realities are completely different. What I'm going through, you're not going through, right? You're going through your own thing. And the only way that we understand each other's realities is when we share it and where we communicate, where we connect and we become one without that darker energy that interferes and connects us or, you know, has us butting heads. So this is really interesting because, yeah, I'm getting like long lost love coming in. I don't know if any of you have recently reunited with a long lost love, or, you know, you've been with someone through trials and errors that has been with you for a very long time. This could be like a sibling energy. This could be, you know, a parent. And I'm also seeing, you know, loved ones on the other side. Maybe you've been thinking about somebody that has passed on. They've crossed over. And there's been this like lingering emotion, sadness, and grief. I feel that never goes away. It's always there. It's something that we, you know, become one with, and we learn to work with it and channel it into something that expresses them, expresses us, our soul. And, you know, it could come through poetry, it can come through painting, it can come through baking, it can come through many different things. But know, whoever this person was or people were or animal was, they're with you always in spirit. They're your guiding light, right? And you may be seeing signs of them. And they're a part of the reason why these blocks are being removed, because they're supporting you with spirit to something that you have called in, you've asked for. And I feel that you're feeling the presence of whoever this person is that's crossed over. This could have been your grandparents. This could have been your parents. This could have been a child. This could have been your dog or cat or a bird even, right? There's many ways that, you know, spirit comes forward, how, you know, family members come forward, even ancestors. So you're going to feel their presence around you. You might be hearing their name. You know, you might be looking at a picture of them in your house. And, you know, I don't know, there's just like this feeling of it. It's just you're either crying because you're missing them, or you smelled something that reminded you of them. These are all signs that they're with you always, right? So you don't have to hold on to the pain, the hurt. You can let that go and release it and allow that to float into the universe. And knowing that they're always with you. They're just there in spirit form. You might be dreaming about them. And I feel dreams are going to be very vivid for some of you. Spirit is definitely communicating through the dreams. And, you know, I don't know if you have a pond or steps that are made out of stone. Like there's stones I'm seeing in a pond, or maybe this is on your grass. Like you might have a very landscaped yard where you have these steps that are made out of stone, or something to do with steps. Maybe there's someone's name that was carved in cement. This could have been like on a sidewalk, or you did this as a child because there's a past energy lingering, right? Nostalgia, reminiscing on past events, these kinds of things, deja vu are all at play here. And that just confirms that this is the energy that you're moving through. You might be discovering coins, or you might be running into money, right? You might have received a check randomly out of nowhere. Maybe it had to do with like a tax return. Maybe it had to do with I don't know, your satellite dishes or your internet bill. You were credited. I'm getting some sort of a credit coming in. These are all signs of this energy. I'm also seeing really nurturing people in your life that are supporting you, you having conversations and receiving guidance or healing or some sort of comfort through people, right? And perhaps that's something that you're longing for, something that you're calling on, is to bring that support and remember that it's there for you. To stay open to it, because it's definitely floating around you. And again, you might be resonating with the people in these cards. I'm seeing something to do with a wig. A lot of different options with wigs, like this little wig. It looks like hair that is floating over a cup. So this might have to do with your hair, right? There's a lot of hair in these cards, these women with hair. And even this man, his hair, the tree branches. Something to do with your scalp, your head, your, you know, crown chakra area. So maybe there needs to be clearing there done, some sort of meditation, or, you know, this has to do with your mind, the clearing of your mind, because the things that you're thinking, the things that you're focusing on in your mind are all, you know, activating the heart center. And when the heart center is activated, then we take action. It connects with our will, and then that will creates that, you know, amplification of energy out into our reality. So you've got spirit animals that are also guiding you at this time. So we're going to have one that comes forward for you today, and we're going to see what it is that the spirit animal is wanting to share with you. So we are getting for you here, my friends, is coyote spirit. Have you seen a coyote recently? This is a confirmation. If you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. So trust in divine detours. Trust in divine detours here. So the number 16 is another light code. frequency that is connecting you to this reading, along with double 13s, right? The queens are the number 13, and we also have the number 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the number 16 here, and the wolf interpretation. So the oracle message is, do you find that you are being led on a strange detour in your life right now? Does it seem that what appears to be the next right action and the right choice, best situation, or fabulous relationship unexpectedly turns into the opposite or just disappears into thin air, as if you've been tricked? Coyote Spirit's trickster energy is designed to bring you into situations to teach you lessons you have forgotten to learn. Perhaps you need a taste of failure before you experience success, a need to feel disappointment before you can truly appreciate the joy, love, and prosperity that is coming up for you. Perhaps you are revisiting a pattern you forgot wasn't in alignment with the life you are intending to co-create. Being reminded that gratitude, not complacency, will keep you awake and aware of all that is available to you in this moment. Coyote Spirit reminds you to laugh about the unexpected twists, to develop humility and gratitude while releasing your attachments to the form of your desires. Even when you suddenly find yourself on a detour, wondering when you will get back on track to manifesting what you desire, remember that Spirit has a plan and wants the best for you. Trust in divine order now. Coyote Spirit is a divine helper. No matter what seems to go astray, things are exactly as they're supposed to be. All right, so that is your message from the Coyote Spirit. And we are going to now close and seal your reading off with an angel number. So some of you might already be seeing this angel number around. So we will have one that wants to come forward. So 999, turn the page. They want you to turn the page on something that's been there with you for a very long time. It's now time to do that. Triple nines here. And we've got this blue angel, so you might be resonating with the angel here. So the message is, move on to the next thing. There's a completion happening right now in your life. You're at the finish line with it. There's an ending, a full circle energy coming through, and some of you are going to find yourself starting over. And you know what? Spirit is wanting you to turn the page and start over. So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. I wanted to officially announce that I've launched another channel. It is called The Sacred Oracles. I'll leave you a link in the description box below. It's something that's been sitting within me for a long time, and now it's finally taken shape. And I've got my first video up already, a reading for you and a welcome video. So make sure you go check that out. It is an opportunity for me to express my creativity through different divination tools to bring you more messages. So yeah, go check that out on the other channel. And thank you again so much for your love and support here, everyone. Until the next time. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I do have a secondary channel, Sacred Knowledge Living, where myself, my husband Paul, his brother Tom, and Tom's wife Katomi bring you more content. Katomi also brings us the Magic Intention candle, so she has a lot of behind the scenes there. We have meditations and podcasts. Now, I also wanted you to check out my website, www.sacredknowledgetarot.com. I have a lot of offerings there as well, which include my 14-day Mindset Challenge ebook and the 60-day Soul Commitment Challenge that myself and my husband Paul put together for all of you. So make sure you go check that out. Now, I also wanted you to check out some of these videos, especially if you enjoyed the video that you just watched. So enjoy, and until the next time.